My man, my paisan. I brought the cannolis, the gabagool. Let's get this thing going. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
what a
I
fatuta!
feel I feel like we're entering Howie Roseman group therapy right now. That's what it always feels like talking about this guy, man. I need.
Welcome back, National Football Show. Big Sills here. Howie Vision. What the hell is Howie Vision? Howie Vision. Don't tell me he's got a YouTube channel now. What is Howie Vision? Is this a real thing? Sanders like it's all over YouTube. What is it? Dude, are you kidding? Don't tell me he's got a YouTube show and he talks to people. Oh, I got to bring in Philly.500 now. He joins us now here on the National Football Show. Brother, appreciate you coming back. Thank you, Biggin.
My man, my paisan. I brought the cannolis, the gabagool. Let's get this thing going. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
what a fatuta!
I feel like we're entering Howie Roseman group therapy right now. That's what it always feels like talking about this guy, man. I need therapy from Howie Roseman, man. It's Howie Vision.
What is Howie Vision?
Howie Vision is I kind of coined the phrase. It's like, you ever see the Marvel show WandaVision?
Yeah.
And like, she creates this whole world where she manipulates everything. To me, that's what Howie Roseman does with the Philadelphia Eagles. He's got this whole world created where people believe whatever he says. The owner looks past the draft picks, doesn't hold him responsible. You ever see a GM go through 4 different coaches? I mean, it's absolutely insane. So to me, it's Howie Vision. I call it Howie Vision, and we're all just living in it, my man. We're all just living in it
too. Philly, how about we go here, man? I mean, you know, I just made a comment a couple minutes ago. Do you agree that his scouts and people in his department have more say than the head coach and the assistant coaches that coach the team actually on Sunday? Like, when you're going through the draft and you're looking at these names, Philly.500, you see all these names, and say one of the coaches want to have a guy down here. Does that get overridden by Howie's people? And are they the most important people in that organization, more so than the coaches?
I mean, you could argue that Howie's biggest signing in the offseason was him to a 3-year contract extension, right? I mean, I think there's some truth to it, because Doug Peterson wanted more control of the Eagles. This was why he left. It's one of the reasons why he left. Even when you look at the Eagles roster right now and their coaching staff right now, do you know that the final three spots of the roster at the final cuts, Howie Roseman gets those. He gets to make those calls. So if you're a player and you come in and you're on the fringe, you're on the border, and you've outplayed somebody, Howie Roseman hasn't judged you. He hasn't watched tape. He's going to look at a contract or whatever compensatory picks they may be worried about, and it's going to be all these other factors, and he's going to actually make the decision. So, yeah, they definitely have more control in roster personnel than the coaches.
That's crazy, man, on how it's almost Dallasish. Like the Cowboys and how the Cowboys deal with, and it's why they always seemingly get in their own way here. What do you make of Jameson Williams being in town today with the Eagles? You think obviously that's one of the positions that maybe at 15 or 18 that they're going to snag wide receiver?
Dude, I'm going to tell you, dude. I'm a little bit of a conspiracy theorist, nut job. I'm a little bit of like I'm superstitious. I had a dream about a week ago that the Eagles, and it was a vivid dream, that they took Jameson Williams with the 18th pick. I don't know who the first pick was, but with the 18th pick, they took him. Now, I only say that because I dreamt that the Eagles won the Super Bowl before they did, and I dreamt that they traded Zach Ertz to the Cardinals 2 years before they did. So I think that it's very real possibility they draft him at 18.
Okay, I'm going to tell you what this guy has. My Aunt Nellie used to tell me what this guy has. This guy knows what I'm going to show you, and I won't point it at you because everyone knows what the Maloik is. See, what's this here? This is a very dangerous thing here, and I only bring it out when I see someone that understands when you can take headaches away. You know how to do the thing. You know, I can take headaches away too.
Right.
And he's got a little Nostradamus in him here, but this is the dangerous Maloik, and I'm going to point it away from my family. There it is.
There it is.
That's the Maloik. And if I wish back, you know what the Maloik is, correct?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Okay. So you're a firm believer in the Maloik, right?
Yeah, I guess I would have to say I am. Yeah. And I'm telling you, I had a dream of this, and then a week later they bring them in. It's happened to me before. So I'm saying it's possible. I'm not saying it's definitely going to happen, but I could see it, no question about it.
Is he one of the wideouts you like in this draft?
I do. Yeah, actually, I do. I mean, I hate the fact that he's coming off an injury, but I think like him, I like him and Garrett Wilson. I really like a lot in the first round.
I think anytime you stay in those programs, Philly, you stay in Ohio State or Alabama or LSU or Clemson, and you're in those programs, those guys are playing against some of the best people on the planet. Yeah. And look at the people that they've been producing for the NFL at the next level. Exactly. There's no coincidence when you're in a room like that, you see all that talent there. How about this one too? I was going to throw this off everybody, but I'll start it with you here. Why not have a little bit of experience in the quarterback room?
Right.
I'm not saying to take the job away from Jalen, but how about push him a little bit to try to get the very best you possibly can? Look, I'm just going to throw a name. I threw Cam out there. Look, I know he's not a starter, but you know what he is? He could be a substitute teacher. They play the same style. Why not have a guy that got all that experience, a former MVP? He knows he's not a starter anymore.
Right.
Maybe the attitude and the star is too big to be a backup, but I think Jalen can help it. But maybe even if it's not Cam, how about a little competition for him just to push him a little bit?
How about like an open competition with Gardner Minshew? I mean, a lot of people
would do that. I don't think I personally don't think they would do that.
You don't think they would do it? You think because you think he beat him out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he
could be right.
I think they know that Minshew is a better passer of the ball. We saw that in the Jets game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at two. Dallas Goedert had his best game of the year, did he not, in that game?
Yeah. He did.
I mean, he's got a better passing arm than what Jalen Hurts does. He's more accurate. Yeah. He wasn't that bad, Philly, in Jacksonville. Remember, he beat your boy out, Foles. Foles couldn't take that job away from him.
Yeah.
And Foles signed that gigantic deal to go down to Jacksonville.
Yeah. I mean, I never really saw Minshew as like a franchise quarterback, you know? Like, I don't see him that way. Yeah. But I mean, I think open competition is good. I say, why not do everything you can do to help this guy? Open competition, I think, makes both guys play better, right? It challenges them. Where they say, like, iron sharpens iron. And then why not get him help on offense? Go out and get a player and do all these things and then let him go out and play and see what he can do. You know, I don't think, it's like me personally, I don't think Minshew would beat him out, but I could totally be wrong. I mean, I didn't watch a ton of Jacksonville. I'm not going to lie to you, you know, over the years. So,
but I would say this, like one of the guys out here is going, Dan is ridiculous when he takes Minshew over Jalen. He's a better passer. But then again, Philly, that's not that hard to be a better passer than Jalen Hurts. I'm not saying that Minshew is, how about this? Is he Kirk Cousins? No. Kirk Cousins, by the way, 6 of his 10 years, Hoss, you know he's thrown for 4,000 yards. And do you know that the Eagles only have one 4,000-yard passer in the history of the franchise? And he's done it 6 times.
Wow. I didn't know that in their history.
Well, here's something Barrett said. Hey, Jalen already competed against the vet, Joe Flacco. Yeah, okay. How about this one? You know the Eagles don't have a wide receiver ever to have 100 catch season?
Not including tight end, right?
Tight ends do. Ertz has, I think, 2 of them.
Yeah.
but
I
you've
didn't
never
know.
had
I
a
didn't know that.
wideout with 100 catches in a season.
I mean, I guess it kind of doesn't surprise me. I mean, when I was young, it was Mike Quick was the guy. Then you had Fred Barnett, Calvin Williams. Irvin Fryer later in his career, and then T.O. I guess T.O. got hurt. He probably was on pace, though. I would have.
Oh, he was on pace,
Yeah.
but he got hurt the last couple
Yeah.
games of the year. So then he came back during the postseason. My boy Barrett Brooks threw this out too. Get your take on it. He believes that Dillard and Minshew could be a trade asset for Howie as they get closer to the draft. Somebody wants a bridge quarterback, and he believes Dillard could maybe warrant a low 1 or a high 2.
Wow.
Because he thinks he could start on a lot of football teams in the NFL, and they're pretty deep, as you know, in the offensive line. You think that could be a trade situation where he could get more assets?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I think Minshew kind of wants out. He's already alluded to that he would like to get traded. And then Dillard, I don't think Dillard can play left tackle and right tackle. I think he's just specifically a left tackle. So you already have Jordan Mailata there. So, yeah, why not move him? You probably could get something decent. I mean, that's a premium position, no? So, yeah. I would say you can, definitely. I would love to do that. I mean, just send him to Seattle. Give me DK Metcalf.
How about this, though, too, man? I know that the Colts offered Howie a third-rounder for Minshew, and they turned it down.
I didn't know they turned it down. See, I would have done that. Third round, I would have done it.
No to it.
I don't know what the Eagles think. Like the whole quarterback position baffles me, right? Because they, on one hand, they say, "Oh, we believe in Jalen Hurts." Then you're trying to get Russell Wilson, Deshaun Watson. Now you're telling me you're not going to trade a third-round pick for Gardner Minshew, which means, like, to me, I take that as you don't believe Jalen Hurts may start the whole year. If you don't want to give up a third for a backup quarterback, so. I don't know what they're doing. They're bringing in Matt Corral, right? They're bringing him in for a visit. I don't think they did just do that because they want a smoke screen. I think there's something about him they must like. So I have no idea. The Eagles are so all over the place when it comes to the quarterback position.
They're bringing, and this will be the second quarterback, by the way, they bring into Philadelphia too. So I think tell me this. Why can't the Eagle front office act like the Dolphins and Chris Greer, their general manager, and what they're doing? Look what they're doing. They went out in free agency and signed that tackle that was with the Saints. They bring in Tyreek Hill. And you know what? Aren't there the same question marks that we have about Tagovailoa that we have also with Jalen? And now we're sitting there, and I'm watching the Dolphins. And as shitty as that fire was, right, Philly, as shitty as that fire was with Brian Flores, why do I feel better about the Dolphins today going into this? Mike McDaniel, the guy, the brand new coach. I don't know, man. I feel better about the Fins today than I did 3 months ago.
Yeah, it's interesting. Now, if Jalen Hurts was a top 5 pick, would the Eagles would approach it differently? I bet you they would. Well, I bet you the fact that he's a second rounder.
How about this, to your point? Well, didn't they treat Carson Wentz different when they went and got Alshon
Totally
Jeffries?
Different. Absolutely. Yeah. 2017, going in 2017, they went out and got Alshon. They got Torrey Smith. They got LeGarrette Blount. They literally tried to put help in front of him. And then they said, oh, well, we got to take advantage of the rookie contract, which is the complete opposite of what they're doing now.
I've got to show you a picture of the brand new wide receiver for the Philadelphia Eagles. And I know that, by the way, no stone will be left unturned in Philadelphia as we look to try to upgrade the offense here. Xander, can we please have it's either Devon or Devin Allen, and here he is.
He looks like the guy that sold me my refrigerator at Best Buy. I bought my fridge from this guy.
There he is. That guy looks like that guy looks like he's the Pizza Hut kid delivery guy.
Right.
20 on me.
But he's supposed to be fast and he can jump. So
any gabagool in there?
I don't think he could run that fast eating all that gabagool. That slows you down.
Oh my God.
But I will say this though, like, I mean, that's a guy that's a project that might not even make the roster. I mean, let's face it. I mean, he's 27 years old. I mean, you can't count on that.
Dude,
As
what are they doing to help Jalen Hurts?
I don't know.
Dude, when you
yeah.
look at what they're not doing and you see everybody else in the country trying to help their quarterback out, they've got nobody's on this football team right now, dude. I just don't see what.
I talk about
if they're committed, Philly, where's the commitment?
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's just words right now. They can't possibly be saying we're going to rely on Jalen Hurts getting another year of experience in being the big upgrade. It's you can't rely on that. To me, it makes me feel like, okay, they must really not believe in him, and they don't want to invest in any players until they know who their quarterback is. That's like the only thing I can think of, because it completely doesn't make sense to me. The only other thing I can think of is they're going to go all offense in this draft, and everybody's thinking they're going to take a defensive lineman. Maybe they go all offense early because they have done nothing on offense.
Okay, how about this? Here, because I can't figure out how he's going to go into this draft. What if we just say this with two of the first rounders? Make sure one of them are the Georgia guys.
Yeah, right.
Think about it, right? If you got Devontae Wyatt, if you got, I think that Kobe Dean is probably more down in the 20s, a guy down in 24, 25, 26. But Trayvon Walker and Jordan Davis, and maybe even the safety. If you want to go and get one of those Georgia guys, I'll tell you what, dude, I don't have a problem with you drafting one of those Georgia guys. I think those Georgia guys, I think they're all going to play in the NFL, and I think they're going to all be starters in the NFL.
Yeah, I think they're all good. I mean, if I had to choose, I would like to see Jordan Davis. I just think, man, he's so big, man. He's talented. I like Jordan Davis a lot. I like Dean a lot too. I just can't see the Eagles drafting a linebacker. They haven't drafted a linebacker in the first round since 1979. That's a long time.
Why the hate for the position?
I don't know. I don't like. There's just a lot of things that when it comes to Howie Vision, I don't understand. And I mean, I literally talk about this every day. Like, okay, where's the weapons? Where's the help on offense? They don't do it. I have no idea what this team is thinking at all. I really don't.
Okay, well, I'm going to take you around now the landscape of Philadelphia sports with some questions.
Okay.
Barrett Brooks said that Alec Bowman will never recover for what he did by saying he freaking hates it here, and he doesn't think he's going to recover on what was shown last night. They end up coming back. By the way, he was part of the comeback against the Mets last night in that 5-4 victory over the Mets. A guy like that says something. And by the way, let's not forget, he's the third pick in the 2018 draft. So he's a guy that the Phillies thought he would be somebody that they would lean on. And he's never lived up to that so far. Plus, he's talking shit. Does he survive this?
No. Based just on the little sample size I've seen of him, I'd have to say no. You have to be pretty mentally tough already to play in Philly, but then you're going to egg the fans on that way. No, I don't see that happening.
I can't wait to see Carson Wentz roll into the link.
Let me tell you, they're dangerous. I know people don't like Carson and they think, oh, he choked last year, and he did. But he still threw 27 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. If he has a decent year, Washington could be pretty good. They could win the division.
Hey, how about this? If he puts up that year that he had, and let's be candid here, right? If that Colts team's in the NFC, they probably win 11 games, right? In the NFC, instead of being in the AFC, they probably, instead of winning 9, they probably win 11 ball games, right? If he puts that kind of season up, 27 touchdowns, 7 picks, 94 quarterback rating, they'll win the division, yes?
Yes. Yeah, because I think Washington takes a step back. I mean, I have to assume we're
You mean
kind of
Dallas?
right where we were. I mean, Dallas. Yeah, I'm sorry. I
That's all
think
right.
Dallas takes a step back. Giants are going to be in the cellar. The Eagles are I think, kind of right where they were last year. And then I think Washington with the quarterback upgrade and then getting healthy, especially their defensive line, they could win the division. They definitely could.
Because I look at him and I look at I look at Washington. They got a good defense. They got a good running game. They got a pretty damn good wide receiver. And
Yep.
according to the Dallas Morning News today, too, brother, the Dallas Cowboys are getting killed by the local media because they are saying that they are worse today than they were a year ago, and that they're worse at the end of the season because look at even that Fowler deal. So you let go Randy Gregory and you sign that guy. Do you know that he's only going to make $1 million base?
No,
That kid, you're
Wow.
replacing Gregory with a guy. It's to me, the Cowboys are in trouble because of Dak Prescott.
Right.
The money they're paying him. But then that goes back to the Philadelphia Eagles saying this. Why aren't you utilizing Jalen Hurts' rookie contract and adding more pieces that are players that are out there that can – watch this, Philly. If you put Stephon Gilmore, Honey Badger, on your defense, that improves you overnight.
Overnight. Yeah. Yeah, I think instantly you're the favorite to win a division. I at that point. Yeah, I definitely do. And you're in a weak conference. The conference is not that strong. You have the Rams, the Packers, and the Buccaneers. So I mean, it's wide open. And to me, I just think you're wasting the year. And people get on me, and I'm sure you get this too about Jalen Hurts. It's like, I'm trying to help Jalen Hurts. Like, I want him to be successful.
Of course.
But you got to give him players around him to be successful. Do everything you can do for him, and then let him take care of what he needs to take care of. And then go out and see what he has. They're not doing that at all, at least not to this point. And they've dabbled in a couple guys, but they've not really tried to go out and get them.
Okay, another question for you here. This goes into your tailgating. Do you have tailgating parties when you go? Do you go to many games?
I haven't been in a few years. I've been streaming the games every week here. But when I used to go to games, I used to tailgate. Yeah.
Okay, so what's a Sunday like
for me
with Philly.500 when the Eagles are on?
Oh, like tailgating, like at the game or at home?
No. Just give me where you are, what you're doing for a normal
what
Sunday
I do is
when the Eagles have a game.
Usually it starts where I don't sleep at night because I'm watching last week's game. So I'm up to like 4 or 5 in the morning. So you break down
the film of the previous week.
I do. I wouldn't even say watch. At that point, I'm not breaking down film. I'm just watching the game. Like, all I could think about the game. It's like Christmas Eve every Saturday for me, okay, before the Eagles play. Then a lot of pacing. If I'm on the East Coast, well, I'm on the West Coast right now. But if I'm on the East Coast, I'm usually grilling by about 11, 12 o'clock, drinking beer. Out West, I can't drink at 10 in the morning. I just can't do it.
Now, I got a rule too, dude. But I can't drink before like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. I can't.
Yeah, I can't do it. I just can't do it.
When I was younger, man, when I was younger, it was 12 o'clock somewhere in the world. And so it didn't matter really what time.
Now, when we used to tailgate, we used to go to a place called Celebrate's Pizza. And we used to get a bunch of pizzas and just eat pizza and hang out in the parking lot. The old vet went before it became Lincoln Financial. Yeah.
Are there people that are allowed to talk? How do you conduct yourself? Because I know some people don't allow people into the room with them, especially when you're either a Giants or Cowboys or Eagle fans, Steeler fans too. You can Patriot fans. There's people like that as well. For you, Philly.500, what do you allow during the actual game?
I don't care what other people do. As long as I can pace, I don't sit down. I have to move. I have to walk around. I do not sit in one spot. I cannot sit on the couch. I have to literally pace. That's why I stream the games every week because I can't sit down during the game. And then I just yell and scream at the TV, I flip out, especially if Derek Barnett goes all sides or something. Then I lose my mind. I lose it.
4 sacks in 25 games.
Oh, God, he's horrible.
And someone told me he has 26 penalties in 25 games.
He has more penalties than sacks in his career, and they brought him back. And I think they guaranteed $14 million for 2 years, and they guaranteed $13 million of it. You tell me.
Fletcher back at $14 million.
Fletcher Cox, I probably would have brought him back 1 year, yeah. But Derek Barnett would have been gone. He would have been gone so fast.
Our last question for you. Are these 3 guys or one of these guys not on the team come September? Whiteside, Rager, or Barnett? Which one of those 3?
We can't have all 3 gone.
Yeah.
I'll say that the most likely scenario is that Ortega-Whiteside, the umbrella man, is gone. This guy's an umbrella man. You've seen the thing with the umbrella, right? Where he had his mom walk around training camp holding an umbrella for him. I can't get over that, dude. As soon as I saw that, I said, there's no way he'll make it in Philly with the Eagles. He'll never live that down.
His mom is holding an umbrella.
His mom's walking around training camp holding an umbrella for him on a sunny day. There's pictures of everything. I said, there's no way this guy will ever make it on this team.
Wait. His mom's holding the sunlight.
She's sitting there, and he's in pads, and she's got an umbrella on him. Look, there you go. There it is, the umbrella man. Look at the rainy day. You can't make this up.
I hate this guy more now.
They chose that over DK Metcalf. Now, how do you do that?
Jesus.
That over DK Metcalf. I would have cut him right there on the spot.
Holy cow, man.
So I think he's got the best chance to go.
Dude, you're awesome, brother. We got to do this more, man.
Hey, man, really anytime you want, I'm game.
Dude, you're great,
I appreciate you. I appreciate having me on.
You bet. I love it, man. Thank you so much. Philly.500.
Thank you.
There he is, folks. Very good. I got to take a brief time out. Hit the like button. We'll respond to some of the stuff he said. Keep it here on the National Football Show.